So coming off of this thing, I'm realizing this is actually a good evening pre-workout. What's happening, guys? Hope your day's going well. Today we're going to review reps pre-workout. We're going to go over the ingredients so you know what you're putting in your body, and we'll go over my personal experience on this. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. So getting the flavor out of the way, this is a strawberry lemonade flavor, and it's pretty darn good. I don't taste much of the strawberry, but I do taste the lemonade. They did a really good job on the flavoring on this thing. So putting the ingredient profile right in front of me, and we'll jump into this. We have 20 servings per container. One scoop is supposed to be 19.07 grams, and it's right there. You pack the scoop, flat level it, you're at 19 grams. Really good. No scale needed. I like that. Then we have vitamin D3 right on the top at 75 micrograms. This is going to help with bone health. It's going to help with immune health. It's going to help with regulating muscle contractions. And for those vitamin D3 enthusiasts, this is about 3,000 UI. Then we have vitamin B6 at 5 milligrams. They have D6. It's like a misprint here. Vitamin B6 is actually helps with the nervous system. It helps with neurotransmitters in the brain, and it helps with homocysteine levels in the body. Then we have vitamin B12 at 100 micrograms, decent dose here. This can help with energy production pretty much. It's going to help with the metabolism and the usage of carbohydrates and fats. Then we have zinc citrate at 30 milligrams. It's about 11% elemental zinc, which is going to be about 3 to 4 milligrams of zinc itself. Zinc is great for hormone production. It's great for enzymatic processes. It's actually needed for enzymatic processes, the breaking down, the utilization of different ingredients. So great dose. Sodium chloride at 375 milligrams. We all like a little bit of sodium. This is going to help with muscle contraction, cell signaling across neurons, and also power in the gym. Then we have some potassium chloride at 200 milligrams. Potassium is going to help with hydration effects, less cramping, more energy, more endurance, along with the sodium there. Then we have some L-citrulline malate, 2-to-1 ratio, 8 grams. It's going to be about 6 grams of L-citrulline, which is going to help with endurance in the gym. It's going to help with vasodilation, blood flow, oxygen delivery to the muscles. It's going to help with ATP production. Then we have malic acid, which is going to help with the breakdown and utilization of fats within the cells through the Krebs cycle to actually help produce energy during your training. Then we have beta alanine, 3.2 grams. This is for more reps and more sets in the gym because it buffers hydrogen, which hydrogen builds up in the muscle, creates that burn, and lessens your contractional capability. So it's going to help you push through sets and the reps. Then we have some glycerol monostearate at 2 grams. This is a hyperhydration ingredient. What this does is this allows to hydrate the blood and the cells to help with more endurance and power output in the gym. Then we have taurine at 1 gram. This is a versatile ingredient. It's going to help with neurotransmissions and neuromodulation in the brain across neurons. And then it also helps control electrolytes and calcium balance in the cells, which is going to help with your workout as far as power output in the gym and contractional capability. Then we have agmatine sulfate at 1 gram. This helps with vasodilation and also again has different functions in the body. This helps with the release of calcium. This stimulates the release of gonadotropin hormone, which is going to help with some hormone regulation, and it helps with learning and memory because it is an agonist to N-methyl ascorbate receptors within the brain. So it's going to help with the cognition there. Then we have some alpha GPC at 600 milligrams. This is going to help with cognitive function because it increases acetylcholine in the brain, but also helps with the power in the gym because we don't just have cells that are going to absorb and utilize acetylcholine in the brain. It's also going to be in the body as well. Then we have some rhodiola here at 300 milligrams. This is an ingredient that is an adaptogen, which increases the body's resistance to stressors. And it has some neuromodulation because it is a monoamine oxidase inhibitor within the brain, which will keep the catecholamines elevated. Then we have some caffeine at 250 milligrams. Then we jump down to some juglans at 220 milligrams. This is that ingredient that's supposed to be a natural source of DMHA. I'll let you guys know how this thing hits. Juglans isn't just a form of DMHA. This has or contains antioxidants, which helps with inflammation and immunity within the body as well. So it does, even if it's not a great source of DMHA, it's going to help with the power output and the endurance in the gym because of those immune responses and the antioxidant protection. Then we have some mucuna perinus at 150 milligrams. This is straight L-dopa. So this is a quick, fast fast-acting dopamine hit, which then in turn will spill over and activate noradrenaline and epinephrine for cognitive function, focus, and less stress and anxiety mentally as you're pounding it out in the gym. Then we have some Infinergy, some dicaffeine malate, 50 milligrams, a little bit kind of dialing down. This is going to last for about 4 to 6 hours to help you taper down. It's not much, 75%. Then we have some estrogen at 25 milligrams, and estrogen supports the absorption of amino acids, omega-3s, creatine, and other nutrients. It's also healthy for the gut because it helps with gut inflammation. So, reps pre-workout, how did it do? So, like I said in the beginning, I'm just coming off of this, and I feel this is a great evening pre-workout. Getting it out of the way, because some of you really want to know my opinion on the DMHA. Some of you really care. You just want to know how this thing hits. I don't feel like this is a great source of DMHA, but the Juglins does add to the experience a little bit, even though it's not a great sourced form of Juglins to, properly give a lot of DMHA to it. And the cognitive function, the cognitive hit is pretty much dopamine, choline based with blood flow benefits to it. And everything lasts good for about an hour and a half after it initially comes in, and then you dial down off of it. I'm in a dial down mode right now, and I'm just chill. No stressors in the body or anything like that. The caffeine content in this is little less than 300 milligrams. So I like that idea. And when this thing comes in, you first take the scoop. The beta alanine hits first within about 10 minutes. And it's one of those long lasting beta alanine hit. You kind of feel it for a good 30, 45 minutes. And the cognitive function, the focus and everything, it comes in really quick, about 20, 30 minutes. And it really kind of gets you prepped and ready to go to the gym. So you get a nice little kind of energy hit and a cognitive focus like fairly quick, 20, 30 minutes. And it peaks about 45 to 50 minutes. And when it peaks, the initial hit on this thing is a head hit that's above everything else. The head hit comes in. It's a very paced head hit. It's not excitability. It's about 3 to 4 steps down from nootropic bubble, but you are dialed in. And it couples very well with the central nervous system hit, the stimulant hit. So you are just kind of feeling good at a steady pace with the energy hit. So nothing is kind of like unbalanced. They're coupled very, very well for a nice sets and reps pre-workout, like kind of like a bodybuilding type pre-workout. This is not like, in my opinion, like a CrossFit, a superset pre-workout to where, you're doing like a high intensity type pre-workout. This is definitely a sets and reps type pre-workout. The energy lasts for about an hour and a half till it dials down. There's not much dicaffeine malate in this thing to keep you going stemmed for a long period of time. That's why I said it was a good evening pre-workout. And the nootropic hit lasts for about 3 to 4 hours, kind of hanging on as it dials down, and it isn't crazy. There's no irritability, falling asleep, just a dialed down feeling. Great for an evening pre-workout if you're gonna have to go to sleep, 4 hours, 5 hours after this thing. Pumps on this thing were tight. I can't say that they were like gigantic cell swelling. They were not like veiny. I didn't have any kind of extra veins popping out during the workout, but it was a nice blood flow hit. You get the tightness. It does last for a little while, and I'd say a tad bit of cell swelling, nothing crazy. Endurance on this thing, you will be able to hit more reps and more sets on this pre-workout. It's very endurance driven. So you got a lot of hydration going on this thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can talk about. I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick review. Once again, show you guys reps pre-workout, strawberry lemonade flavor. I'm going to get going. We'll see you guys next time.